Hi guys. This is a vlog of something that happened to me today, and I'm not sure what to make of it. Um, I'm trying to figure out how to begin and what to kind of say. So there won't be a lot of silences on this vlog, and I hope that it's okay. um, I'm not a really religious person. I'm not really much into organized religion, so to say. I am pretty spiritual. I pray a lot. I pray for people a lot. I pray for things a lot. I pray for myself a lot, especially lately, because I feel like I've been losing a lot of faith in people and situations and things around me. And that's something very difficult for me because I'm usually the one that's really upbeat about everything, positive about everything. Everything's going to work out. And I've really been feeling kind of lost and losing my faith. So this morning I went to a meditation. First time new to me in that particular meditation. I meditated before. I meditate on occasion now. I spent a year doing meditation consistently. So I'm pretty okay with meditating. But this particular meditation was new to me. And so I went this morning, and a couple of days before, I've been trying to set my intention about what I wanted to get out of the meditation. And last night, I was really trying to be focused on being present in that moment while I was meditating. I was going to be going to the meditation today. And I really like getting there early so that way I can, be calm from coming off the road and everything. And so, of course, I got there late. And I was afraid that they weren't going to let me in because the directions said that they probably started at 10 o'clock. And I was there at 10:15. But it kind of seemed like they were waiting for me, which was like, oh my God, really? Part of me thinks that it was because I called in a couple days ahead of time and asked them if the facilities were wheelchair accessible and how long it was going to be so that way I can make arrangements for my transportation. But as soon as I got there, they were like, "We were waiting for you, you were meant to be here," which like freaked me out a little bit. So I went in, and almost immediately after I went in, they closed the doors, and that was it. I think maybe one other person or two other people came in a little bit after me, but that was it. So I made it, even though I was 15 minutes late. And we did some different things in this meditation with breathing, which I've not done before, and chakra work, which I've not done before either. And the woman who was leading this, I've never met her before. I did a little bit of research, and it seemed benign enough. Meditation is meditation generally, but this was the first time during meditation that when the facilitator looked out over the people, that I had a reaction, and the reaction was that when her eyes came over in my direction or was looking at me, let me just say that, was looking at me, everything else disappeared and everything else turned kind of white, and it was all I could see was her face. And I wasn't scared. I was just like, oh, that's different. And she looked away. The first time it happened, and then she looked away. I'm like, okay, maybe I was breathing too hard because the breathing work I had never done, so it was a little bit strenuous for me. I was like, okay, maybe I was breathing too hard. Maybe I was hyperventilating. I don't know. But the second and third and fourth time that her eyes looked over to me and our eyes met, it happened that everything was white, and all I could see was her face and her eyes, and it was like that. So after the meditation was done, there was a question and answer period, and I didn't have any questions that I needed answered. And then we were dismissed, and there was a line of people that were forming, and I just sat there. I didn't know anybody there. Nobody came up to talk to me, and I didn't go up to anybody to talk to them either. I just sat there, and I was thinking, and the only thought that I had was to go and, in the least, hold this woman's hand. Like I said, I never met her. I didn't, nothing. I don't know her from anybody. And so the line was kind of long, and I was going to wait, but then a couple of people left out of the line, and it wound up just being 3 people. 2 gentlemen that were ahead of me and myself. And so the first gentleman had taken a while. The second gentleman was fairly quick in speaking to this woman. And then I came up. And in my mind, I had thought, I wish that she would sit down, because I hate having to look up like this at people, And I didn't even say it. I didn't even get anything out, and she immediately sat down in the chair that was almost next to me. And so she was asking me how the meditation was, and I was like, this is the first time I've been here. She's like, that's okay. She was like, did you anything, was there anything that happened for you? And I'm like, yeah. I explained to her about the whole the white thing, and she's like, well, how did you feel? And I was like, well, troubled. I still feel troubled. Even though I did this meditation, I feel troubled. And so she asked me if it was okay that she did this thing called Deeksha for me. And Deeksha is like a blessing, where she puts her hands on the top of my head and she gives me a blessing. And she was telling me that for me to imagine all of my troubles and everything being lifted away and, dissipating. And so I'm like, okay, I can do that. And I swear to you, I had no intention to cry at all. I did not. But as soon as I closed my eyes and she put her hands over my head, there was this wave of emotion that came up out of me. And with just the thought that all the troubles and the anxiety that I had been feeling would be lifted away. And I cried like a baby. And I'm not ashamed of it. But that was the first time doing a meditation or anything like that I've been that moved. I was moved. And I felt that knot of anxiety and troubles just lift away. And afterwards, she gave me a hug. My eyes were still closed, and she gave me a hug, and she kind of held on to me. And she got me napkins, and I wiped my tissue, and I wiped my face. And she asked me if I was okay, and I said yes. And she said, all right, it was good to meet you and everything. And she walked on to some other people in the back of the room. And I sat there for a little while. And then I went by the window. And I was looking at this picture that they have of 2 people. I don't know. I'm not even sure who they are. But I was just looking at the picture. And while I was sitting there, I looked toward the window, because the picture was leaning against the window, and there was a red bird, not gray, not blue, not gray. It was red, and it latched onto the windowsill, and it pecked its beak on the window, and I looked over at it like, seriously? And I kind of looked away, and it pecked its beak some more to make sure it got my attention. And sorry, there are people here, and to make sure that that it got my attention, and then it flew away. So the woman who was the facilitator came in afterwards, and I'm sorry, there's people that just arrived. But the woman, she came in afterwards and she was like, "Did you see that? That bird came here, to get your attention, to let you know that you've been heard," or something that she said. I was just shocked that that bird was there and that she saw it. So, I came home. I left after that. Oh, she gave me something that she wanted me to hold on to and to carry with me. I don't even know what it's called, but I have it in my purse. And I felt better. I felt really, really better, like for realsies. For realsies. And I'm thinking about this, and I don't know what that is. I don't know what it was that happened. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it means. I just wanted to share it with somebody. So I'm probably gonna process it some more. Maybe I'll do another video in a couple of days. But I wanted to bring that to you guys. So, alright. Thanks for listening. Bye.